Hello and welcome back to Mystical Tarot. So today I'm going to be doing a review of the Dark Mansion Tarot. This, I will have a confession to make, is the second time I'm finished filming this today. My daughter kind of came in on the last one, so I had to stop it, and she got really excited and couldn't get back to it. So I wanted to make sure I got this video out, so I'm doing it now. So apologize that the cards are no longer in the order they were when I tried to keep them all in order from the suits and the arcanas and everything like that. They're not in order anymore, so I do apologize. But this is the Dark Mansion Tarot. It is by Taroteca Studio. You can purchase this deck from them directly at tarotecastudios.com. I will leave a link in the description box below for them. I highly recommend that if you do purchase this deck, you do actually purchase it directly from them and not from Etsy or eBay. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of sellers selling it for $175, almost $200. You can buy it from their website for about $75, including shipping. And you know it's genuine, it's not a forgery, and it's just a better idea. So I will leave the link in the box below. But definitely leave me comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like to see. I will have a link to my website. You can go on there and actually check out my entire deck collection that I have. So if there's one on there that you're really interested in, you want to see, let me know. Also, I do readings, one-on-one readings, video readings, whatever you are looking for on there too. So definitely hit me up there if you are interested. So without further ado, we're going to get into the Dark Mansion Tarot. I just had to take a sip of water. Sorry. So the Dark Mansion Tarot is once again by Taroteca Studios. It is, this is the third edition of the cards. So it is the matte black edition with the clouds and the sun and the moon on the back, which I absolutely love. The deck comes in this great, beautiful, nice, sturdy box, and just tells you in here that it was created by, the tarot deck was created, took 2.5 years putting our heart and commitment into it. We hope that you will love it as much as we do. The graphic artist was Magdalena Kazan. I apologize if I said the name very wrong. I apologize. And then in the back of the deck, it just says Taroteca Studio, the Dark Mansion Tarot. But you can see the box is very sturdy. Did come with some extra cards too. So, as they always do in their decks here, they have coming soon and coming soon. So it's showing you that there's another decks that they're creating. This deck I actually already have. It's the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. This one, I believe, is the World of Visions Tarot. I'm not entirely certain, but I did order that one. It is on its way. I cannot wait to get it. And I do have a confession to make. So I ordered this one with the black matte edges because I do like it, but the silk on the cards, the silk matte finish on the cards makes it a little difficult to shuffle. They tend to get stuck to each other a lot when you're shuffling them, and I hate when that happens. You can use, after a lot of wear, you can usually knock that coating off and then they're okay. But what I did instead, because they did have them, is I actually just placed an order for the gold edging Dark Mansion Tarot deck, the 4th edition, with the glossy cards. That way I can use them. They're a lot easier for me to move around and handle. And this one will be put in my little collectible bin up in my tarot deck collection. So I did that for this deck. I bought a glossy version of the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, and I also bought a matte version and a glossy version of the World of Visions Tarot, all by Taroteca Studios. As soon as I get them, I will do a comparison review if you guys are interested to see which one you would like better before making the decision to purchase and everything. So let's get to these cards. These are nice cards. I love the black finish. I love that it looks like that. I love the way that it just makes everything stick out. It's just the when they get stuck, it's very, very hard to shuffle until you really have been shuffling them for a while or using them. And that's my only gripe. I have no other gripes about this deck at all. The deck itself is just beautiful. It does have a border, but I actually enjoy the borders on these cards. I think that they work well with the cards themselves. The cards do remind me of like a Tim Burton-ish kind of feel. Not in the sense that there's always like scary or creepy things, just the way the drawings are, where there's usually like a giant head and really tiny neck, and just the way the facial expressions are, the period that it seems to be set in. It's just all of that that kind of makes me think of Tim Burton when I see this deck, but I just love the colors of it. The colors on this deck are just beautiful. The cards just stand out. And once again, the borders, I have no problem with. This tree feels like it's going into the border. The leaves down here on the lily pads are going into the border. It's just beautiful. And I am typically not a fan of borders, but I really like these borders. This deck is based off of the Rider-Waite-Smith version of decks, so it does not come with its own guidebook. However, you don't need one. You can pick up a guidebook at any store or online for any type of Rider-Waite deck, and it'll work just as fine for you. They keep them pretty close to the Rider-Waite system with the symbols and everything like that. The cards, I just love them. I love the colors. I love the people in them. I think they're really neat looking. It gives me this Victorian feel, which I love. I love the Victorian period. And it's just beautiful. I mean, there's not much I can say other than it's just absolutely stunning. I mean, this Queen of Pentacles just pops at you and lets you know, good things are here. The feel of the card is just tremendous. When you're doing the reading, you know what the card means just by seeing it and feeling it. If you can understand that in a way. The energy of these cards is amazing. I'm very sensitive to energy and touch in particular. And as soon as I touch these cards, I can feel the energy radiant off of them. So they are very wonderful. They're positive. They're, not bad cards. I have done multiple readings with them this week. I have done a few spiritual readings. I did a few general readings. I did a financial reading, and it worked well for all of those readings. I didn't do a love and relationships reading, but I'm sure it would work for it too. So it is nice because it is an all-around deck. I have some decks that will literally only read a certain type of tarot question that you have. So like I have a romance deck that will only answer romance questions. That's my Goddess Tarot by Los Scarabeo. Literally, it will not answer anything except love and relationship. Otherwise, it just gives me gibberish. And then I have a few decks that will only answer spiritual questions. And so if I don't use them for spiritual questions, they just kind of give me whatever they feel like giving me. And usually it's kind of wrong and gibberishy. So this deck is one that can be used for every reading that you're looking for. It can be used to clarify. It can be used as the card of the day. It can be used for whatever you want to use it for. And that's what's nice about it. It's just got this beautiful bright colors. I absolutely love the black, and then it's standing out like that, seeing it just come alive. And this card really reminds me of Tim Burton and The Nightmare Before Christmas. But they're just wonderful. They're colored beautifully. The artist really took a lot of care in doing this deck, and they took a lot of care in the quality of their product. And you can tell this product is beautiful, and it's worth the money. You see a lot of indie decks out there that are so much money. I mean, you go on Etsy and you find them, they're like, they want $75, $85, $90 for a deck, and sometimes they're not worth it. And maybe it's just me, and it could be my opinion too. I just don't see the point in that. I mean, I understand that, an artist had to take time to get it published and everything. So it does cost more when you're doing indie. But I feel that sometimes artists, indie deck tarot artists, do take advantage of the tarot community, and I do say that in the nicest way possible, but I do see it. I think that some of their prices are a little gouged up, especially when you find these decks like I've seen on different places where literally it looks like they had a black and white version of the Rider-Waite deck and colored it in and called it their own deck. And I see that a lot. And then I see them trying to charge tons and tons of money for it. And it's different. That was not the tarot community I came into when I was 12, and that was a very long time ago. It was like 25 years ago. You just had a very small sampling of decks that were typically, like mass market published and everything like that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong. I love indie decks, but some of the prices are just a little bit too much. That's all. And so that was just the flip through of this deck. Like I said, the backs are beautiful. It does shuffle nicely for being a matte finish. At least when you shuffle like this. I mean, they shuffle pretty nice. They flow really well. So if you do the rifle shuffle, you're okay. But this overhand shuffle, they stick to each other a lot. So it is a little irritating, but that's just a pet peeve of mine. That may not bother some people, and some other people it may. It just is kind of whatever floats your boat. So this is the Dark Mansion Tarot. This is, like I said, the 3rd edition with the black background and the matte finish. In a couple weeks, I will probably do a video comparing the glossy to the matte finish one, just so that you guys can take a look and see which one you want if you want the deck. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description below to the deck. And if you have any comments or anything, please leave them down in the bottom. I love to read comments. I love to hear you guys. And if you can, and if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and you'll get more videos by me as I put them out. So thank you, lovelies, and I hope you guys have a great week.